Today is another biryani day. I'm going to make chicken biryani. This particular biryani is specific to the Delta area. So I am from the Thanjavur district where the river Kaveri flows, and this is how we make our biryanis in our district. So I have 2 kgs of rice, 2 kgs of chicken, and spices would be cardamoms, cinnamon, cloves, and for frying we are going to take ghee, and I've got 15 to 20 onions finely chopped, and 5 tomatoes. Those are just quartered into 4 pieces, and I've got about 15 to 20 green chilies, and about 250 grams of garlic ground, and 150 grams of ginger ground. For this, we are going to also make tomato jam, and there is something called dalcha which we make. So today I'm going to show you biryani and tomato jam. Dalcha, we'll keep it for another day. So let's now start making the tomato jam, and side by side we can make our biryani as well. Let us now see the ingredients which we need for biryani. We need green chilies split, tomatoes quartered, garlic, coriander leaves, ginger. So ginger and garlic, we are going to make it into a paste. And this is rice. It's half cooked, and I've added 2 lemon juices and it's soaking. And as far as the spices are concerned, I need cardamom, bay leaves, cinnamon, and cloves. Also require coriander powder and chili powder. To the biryani vessel, I am adding ghee. I'm going to fry my onions in this ghee, so we need a lot of ghee. So to the ghee, I have added the spices, the bay leaf, the cinnamon, the cardamom. Add the onions. As you can see, this is how we want our onions to be, thinly sliced. We will be making salads also with the onions. For biryani, it has to be like this. You can see how thin it is. I'm going to add rock salt to the onions. So those of you who've been watching me cook, by now you would know with onions the salt goes. So as the onions are getting cooked, and I'm going to prepare the ginger and garlic paste. The onions have turned pinkish in color, so I'm going to add the split green chilies. Here I have about 15 green chilies. Let me remind you about another tip which I've shared with you previously. We want the green chilies to turn white. I'm going to add about 5 spoons of garlic paste. This one is freshly ground, and about 3 spoons of ginger paste. Let's saute this well. We'll have to saute this until the raw smell of the ginger and garlic goes. Now let's see where the main difference of the biryani lies. The biryani from other regions of India and the Delta area. So I'm adding 2 large tablespoons of coriander powder, 2.5 tablespoons of chili powder. While adding the coriander and chili powder, make sure your flame is turned to low. We don't want the chili and the coriander powder burning. So in the other biryanis, you see that this combination is never there. You don't add so much of chili powder and you don't add so much of coriander powder. So even in my mutton biryani, you would see like I haven't added any coriander powder or chili powder. It was just green chilies and curd. So there is this difference. You will see that This entire biryani is almost brown in color. I'm also adding a teaspoon of black pepper powder. So this biryani is going to be really spicy. Now we can add the tomatoes and let it cook. The tomatoes have cooked. It's time to add our chicken. Added the chicken and I'm mixing it. So as a rule, we are going to wait for all the sides of the chicken to turn white before we add the rice. Simple, isn't it? Now, since I've taken 2 kgs of rice, the proportion of water is 1:2. So I'm adding coconut milk and I will also be adding curd and curd. Give it a nice stir. So you can add cut mint leaves. I'm cutting the mint leaves, as you can see. You can add it. Fresh coriander leaves. So our mint and our coriander leaves have been added. Give it a nice stir. At this stage, I would advise you to check for the salt. In case you think it's a little too less, you can add it now. You can add the rice, mix it well, cover it and let the rice cook. This biryani should be ready in about 15 to 20 minutes because the rice is already pre-cooked. We just have to cover it with a lid and let it